Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now, a company whose products I've come to enjoy, appreciate, and trust, Zenbivy. Zenbivy is a company whose products are just beautifully made, well featured, and they keep me safe when I need safety, security, and most specifically for me, when I'm out in the mountains. But today we're gonna look at a slightly different offering from Zenbivy. Now, typically I'm carrying their lightweight kit. I'm backpacking, I'm going miles and miles and miles, trying to be fairly efficient with my weight and my volume. But today, the Core Bed. The Core Bed for me, this has provided me with an option that's equally, if not more comfortable than the lightweight bed. Has some very similar features. It's a little bit cheaper, it's a little bit more durable, and I would say just a little bit more easy for the typical user. Now, again, Zenbivy doing a fantastic job with their products, everything incredibly well made, so I don't care if it's the Core Bed all the way to their lightweight bed. No matter what you get from Zenbivy, it's quality. And so what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at this in a field use video, just talking about it from practical standpoint. I've covered this in some preliminary detail in the past, so if you want more details, you can take a look at one of my prior videos. But today, using this out in the field, and so with that said, I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to share with you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. Before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at Zenbivy who did provide this for review. And if you like what you see here today, do me a favor, take a look in the description box below where you can get all of the relevant details for where you can find your own Zenbivy products. Again, I don't care if it's this Core Bed or their lightweight bed or anything in between. Zenbivy having some amazing products, and I can highly recommend them. So again, if you like what you see here today, do me a favor and take a look in the description box below. And so now, as we get into the Zenbivy Core Bed in field use. So when it comes down to Zenbivy, you can choose from their Core Bed, the Zenbivy Bed, their Light Bed, the Moto Bed, or their double beds, all of which are absolutely awesome. When it comes down to the Core Bed, it's kind of their simplest, softest, and most affordable backpacking bed. In this particular case, you can see I am using this for a family trip out on the water, an absolutely beautiful night. Now, the next thing about this is you do need to choose a weight, and for my particular case, I do have the 10-degree bed. Now, this is the middle of the summer in this particular footage. It is definitely not a cold night, but I do always want a little bit warmer of a sleeping bag than what I think I would need. And to me, anything between the 25-degree bed and even that 10-degree bed would work very well. Now, I do have to admit that I also have Zenbivy's 25-degree quilt. In this particular case, I wanted the 10-degree quilt so I would have some variety, and in today's test, I am going with that 10-degree quilt. Now, the nice thing is when it comes down to the setup, it's extremely easy. I did cover this in a prior preliminary video, so if you want to see all the details, you can take a look. Now, when it comes down to it, I do typically leverage connecting one side of the loops to the mattress while I leave the other side wide open. That helps me with ventilation, it helps my system to breathe, and it helps me manage my body temperature and moisture throughout the night's sleep. And in this particular case, a very comfortable and soft bed. This is made from a soft 50D pongee liner and a 30D nylon taffeta shell. So all in all, very comfortable, leveraging a 650 fill down, and there are also synthetic options, but my particular case here being the down and the 10-degree bed. But getting everything set up here, very simple. This is not complicated. It's maybe a little more work than other systems, but at the same time, in my opinion, the comfort, but more importantly, the safety, security, and body temperature and moisture management that you get with a Zenbivy product outweighs any difficulty, outweighs any bulkiness, outweighs any weight itself. So the overall quality, capabilities, and comfort that you get with Zenbivy is through the roof. I absolutely love their system. And you can see here, fitting nicely inside the tent, being all ready to go. And this again being just a very comfortable system for my needs. Again, as I mentioned, I typically will only connect one side and leave the other side towards my door wide open. And that's also the case if I'm in a hammock. So if I have a zippered side of my hammock, I will leave that side open and clip up the other side. So as the night wears on and the temperatures drop off, I can work my way towards clipping it up if I need to. But I always try to leave it wide open to start so I don't sweat. I leave it wide open to start so it will vent and breathe, and any of my body moisture will evaporate away without creating any dampness, because I don't want to get cold throughout the night. But again, here you can see just settling into a comfortable night. Now their pillows, again, very comfortable. I have had a bunch of Zenbivy pillows at this point. They work well for me, both in their lightweight setup, but then in this particular case, again, in the core bed. So again, just a wonderful setup, fairly easy to set up, all things considered, but it's that comfort, the night's sleep that you get with the Zenbivy products, where for me, I would give up all of the weight considerations and bulk considerations for the ability to have a quality night's sleep. And you can see, making it through the night, a fairly quiet system. That's another thing about the core bed, fairly quiet. You can see there, as I move around, not a lot in the way of noise. And that's another great thing. So if you're sleeping around other people, if you're in proximity to other people, not too loud, and generally speaking, just a wonderful system. So again, to the people at Zenbivy, absolutely awesome. I love this core bed. And so, all right, guys, there you have it, a look at the Zenbivy Core Bed. This one here being the 10-degree option. Of course, there are other options. This, for me, is going to give me that awesome, comfortable night's sleep. When I'm on the road, maybe it's car camping, maybe it's if I had to use my Polk sled, I could use my Polk sled and pull it. But the nice thing is you get the flexibility and versatility with this mattress to mix and match with other products. You get the flexibility with this particular sort of bed sheet and the quilt itself to mix and match with other products. So you get some flexibility and versatility. In my case, having a couple of different Zenbivy products does give me that overall flexibility to mix and match when I so choose. But the nice thing for me, I found that the mattress, nice and quiet. Even though it's a little bit bulkier than some of the other options, it's also pretty quiet for a mattress, which is nice. And even though it's pretty thin, it gives you enough cushion to take the edge off and be comfortable. So Zenbivy doing a nice job with the core mattress. The quilt, fantastic. I love their quilts. Puffy, fluffy, soft, just feeling good. I love the temperature management, the ability to just hook those lashing points where you need them, but keep them unclipped if you don't. I typically recommend only clip up one side, and as things get cooler and cooler throughout the night, maybe clip them up as you work throughout the night. But generally speaking, very, very good. I always love my night's sleep with Zenbivy. And so, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, a field use and practical use video leveraging the Zenbivy Core Bed. If you like what you see here today, look in the description box below where I have all of the relevant links. If you want to get yourself one of these great products, that would be fantastic. I think you would be extremely happy with your decision. I know I certainly am. And again, to the people at Zenbivy, thank you so much for providing this for review. For the rest of you, if you like this content, do me a favor. Take a look at my Outer Limitless 2 channel, which is more on the tactical and firearm side of things. At this point, that channel is growing quickly. I have a ton of videos up there. So if you like what you see here on Outer Limitless, do me a favor and check me out on Outer Limitless 2. So alright guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.